Wendy Paul. Welcome to my kitchen. Some of you may know me. I've written several books. I'm known as the Cupcake Lady, and I'm really excited today because Anitra's here with me to help me fix what's not working in my kitchen. All right, so this is everything that came out of my teeny tiny pantry. It's everything you need to bake and cook for a family of 5. And I just need some help organizing it. So everything's has a home, I guess is what I want. I want everything to have a home so I can grab and go and cook and be really efficient with my time.
So show us the little pantry that we're going to be working on today.
Come on over.
Here we go.
This is my little itty bitty pantry.
Look at that. She has 5 shelves.
5 shelves.
I want you all to see this because it is totally possible to make something beautiful out of just this small space. I know we're so used to doing full-on kitchens, but this is going to be really a treasure because we're going to just pack this full and it's going to be efficient and wonderful. Okay?
And then my little, I call it my spice cabinet. I usually keep all my spices, which I probably have hundreds of different kinds because I love to bake and cook. But they're all just shoved in there and I can never see what's in the back. I never remember what I have. I have duplicates of things because I forget I have it. Puddings, you know, top ramen for those days when my daughter wants a quick snack. So I just need help organizing it so it can be more efficient for me.
Okay, so let's get started.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay, so this drawer is pretty useless. So I'm thinking we should put our spices in there and maybe take the utensils out and put them in a nice cute
Just
crock
a
that
big
matches the kitchen. Very mismatched.
Because look what we have here. We have an abundance of spices. How many times have we seen this? And that's all about to change. So here is our beautiful reveal. 3 hours later, here is what happened to this pantry. Wow, do you love it? Okay, let's take the tour. We have at the very top things that don't get used as much, things like vinegars, beans, and some condiments. Those always seem to do really well on the top shelf. And then the next shelf we have all of the canned vegetables. See how nice that is? And what I like to do is stack them all the way back. Some of us have deep shelves like this, and so it's really nice to stack them up double and then all the way back so you know exactly what there is. The third shelf is kind of her baking area, a little bit right here, kind of her breakfasty area, and then these are all canned fruits. Isn't that pretty? And look how colorful. And then on the next shelf, this is our kid-friendly shelf. So she has all that she needs for her kids to come and grab after school. She's got pretzels and Oreos and crackers. And we pull them apart like this. In the back row, there's more. Don't you love how easy it is to see everything? And this was originally just all in packaging. So it's nice to be able to see your food. This is all the cereals. Again, another really kid-friendly way to package cereal. Take them out of the boxes. You know exactly what you have left. And it's easy to refill. Okay, I love this shelf. This is so functional. Do you see again we have these click and flips? So all the kids need to do when they want popcorn is open the lid, grab what they need, and they're on their way. And it's so clean. We have ramen noodles. We have seasoning packets. And all these are really perfectly made to go in these. Herbal teas, baking chips, because she's an incredible baker. We have Jell-O packets, and we have little ice cream cones. At the bottom here, this was a great solution for all of her baking supplies because she is the cupcake lady, and so she has to have all of her things. And look how we were able to containerize them into specific things instead of big bins. We have sanding sugars and candies and paper liners, and the list goes on and on. This is a great thing to do with your extracts and your food colorings as well. And if you have a lot of little things that kind of go in the same container, but they're different colors or different like candles and things like that, a good idea is to put them in individual Ziploc bags so that you can just grab and go, especially when you're doing your teas. See, we have her herbal teas right here. And she had a lot of boxes of herbal teas and they wouldn't fit in the container. So what we did was we actually took the label off the box. Do you see that? That sits inside the Ziploc bag, and then she's got her, all of the different flavors in each Ziploc bag. So it makes it really easy. Okay, so again, we'll step away so you can see this beautiful masterpiece of a pantry. And again, this only took 3 hours in an afternoon, and it was so much fun. But can you stand how functional that is? It is so much prettier and so much better. Okay, now we're moving on to the baking section. Do you remember this shelf over here that was kind of a mishmash? Well, it was empty when we came, but it had a bunch of stuff that just didn't make sense. So now we have this beautiful cabinet that works. So at the top, she has her cake mixes and some of her baking supplies that she doesn't use as often, not every day. And then look at this. These are 32-ounce containers, and they've got things like cornstarch, cocoa powder, cinnamon, granulated honey, kosher salt, all of those things that she would use in baking. And can you see again how we've staggered them so you can see them in the back? So you never wonder what's hidden in that cupboard. At the bottom here, she has just her everyday baking things, vanilla, baking powder, and then do you see these stackable little spice jars? Don't these work perfectly right there? Nice. Okay, we're gonna step away so you can see that whole beautiful cupboard. Okay, and right below we have, of course, the famous spice jar. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? She was able to fit at least 30 or 40. Actually, we did almost, yeah, about that many of spices. And look how clean it is. Everything has its own little area. And you know what's so nice about this is that you can really see the color. Spices should always be in glass instead of plastic because then they don't leach into the plastic. And it's just a much more convenient way to store spices. They're kind of tucked away. And if you remember, this was just full of mismatched utensils. It was full of this kind of stuff that we all have in our kitchen. But now she's going to go grab a crock and she'll have all her tools at her fingertips. So let's ask our cute cupcake lady what she thinks of this transformation.
Well, we're all done, but there's one more area, Anitra, we forgot to show.
Oh.
It's my baking center. I'm
We
so
gotta
happy.
come see this.
Come see this.
Look
All
what
of
a
my favorite
Fun
things.
solution this is. Now she did have her flour and her sugar and her oatmeal on one shelf, but then we put all of her pastas in these gallon containers. We put her fruits and her nuts here, so they're really accessible, but it makes the whole hutch look so fun and so inviting. So tell us how you feel about it.
Well, it took less time than I thought. So 3 hours and I feel like a new woman. I feel like I know where everything is. Everything's organized and it's so pretty I really could almost cry.
Yay.
So it's made my life easier, so I'm ready to bake.
Yay! And
I'll make
baking
something
you
yummy
will.
tonight. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna have Wendy back. She's our cupcake lady, and you haven't picked up her book. You've got to do it. 101 Cupcakes, and she's got 3 other books. We're gonna be bringing her to my kitchen so that she can give us some tips on baking cupcakes. Thanks, Wendy.
Thanks.
So much fun.
Thank you, Anitra. You're awesome.